All right. Well, we've got about 4 minutes, 3 minutes to the top of the hour, 9 a.m. So far today, the gap scan is just like dead. I mean, the leading gapper is 54%, but the second leader is 30%. It's a $100 stock, and the fourth is, or third and fourth are 15 and 19%. So these are really small gaps, and they're primarily, as you can see, on penny stocks like MYO, VAPO, or a fairly expensive stock, which is HZNP. So, these unfortunately, to me, none of those look interesting for the way I trade. So, this may end up being one of those days where I don't have a stock that I really like, uh, being one of the more obvious ones today. Now, there's certainly traders that are going to like MYO because they're going to say, oh, look, this is perfect. It's a 95-cent stock. I can buy a bunch of shares, and the 200, is way up at 250, 290. So, there are some traders that like these, but for me, and I think for traders that have bigger accounts, it feels like these ones are harder to make money on without taking huge size. And then if you take huge size, unfortunately, you end up in this situation where you're potentially churning commissions with a broker like mine. But you also have liquidity issues where it can be harder to move in and out of that position. So, yeah, for the time being, MYO is not on my real watch list, but if it continues to be the leading gapper, and it probably will, then you could watch it over $1.05, $1.10, see if it starts to open up. But I really don't know. So my expectations are pretty low on MYO right now, and I'm just gonna leave that alone. All right. So and thanks, Brad. He said I joined Warrior Pro last night, and I'm already astonished by the amount of knowledge available. Thank you, and welcome to all of our new members who joined using our Black Friday, Cyber Monday coupon codes. For those on YouTube that decided not to join, if you do want my tools, you can always go over to Daytrade Dash. Daytrade Dash, this is Warrior Licenses, this Dash platform. So this is where you could sign up here and you would just have access to my stream, my let's see, you could subscribe to the stream, the news, the scanners, and there's a chat room for Daytrade Dash subscribers. So you'd be welcome to check that out if you're just looking for tools and you didn't want to do the one-time membership fee for the classes, which is the case for some people. Hey, Max, good morning. All right, so there's the top of the hour, 9 a.m. KTRA, I thought this might have a pivot 585 for a move up to 617, but I don't know. Volume's pretty light. Yesterday, ATAT. This one is a Chinese IPO. Sold off, popped up at the open, then rolled over, sold off, and then back up after hours. So some interesting price action there. Yeah, so today we haven't had a single stock that's hit the high day Momo scanner. Yep, that's how slow it's been. So my high day momentum scanner is obviously looking for, fairly specific uh, types of setups. And if nothing hits, then that means there's nothing that matches my criteria. So that's that. So these are days where patience is important. Certainly, if we see something moving, that's fine. But right now, it seems pretty slow. Acumen says he's better off playing poker on these days. Well, I suppose maybe. I don't know if you're making money or losing money playing poker, but there are certainly other things that you could be doing. Yeah, anything you can do to keep yourself from overtrading, I think is a good thing. So market's been pulling back a little bit, back down towards the 20 moving average. We didn't quite tap that 408, 407, 408 level. I thought we might, but it's a really steep trend line. I don't know if this trend line is really solid. It's only tapped it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So may not have a lot of validity. Nice, Peter. That sounds fun. I have a 1950 Chevy pickup. All right, I'm gonna make some tea. I'll be right back. Okay. So, looks like nothing, I haven't really missed anything in the last couple minutes. So, I'm thinking here, yeah, it's the last day of the month of November. It's been a slow month. It's a slow day. So, we're in a little bit of a lull. It is what it is. Uh, Generally speaking, I find my trades each morning right there on the gap scanner. And I mean, you guys know 90% of the profit I make is trading stocks up more than 10%. Today, in the whole market, there's probably only, 15 stocks are up more than 10%. Not even. I mean, it's a very small list. And unfortunately, the ones that are on that list today are either the wrong price, the wrong float, don't have enough volume, have a bad daily chart. For one reason or another, they don't really fit the profile of what I'm looking for. So, what can you do? That's just the way it is sometimes. My thought is, during these cold markets, I try to keep trading every day. I usually can find something to trade. And of course, sometimes I'll have red days, small red days, small green days. But if there really isn't anything moving, then it's better just to mitigate my risk and not not trade just for the sake of trading. So I want to trade because I see something that looks good and that I think has good potential. Hey, Robbie, good morning. Welcome. Happy to have you. So days like today, absolutely, they're going to test your patience. They're going to test your discipline. We all want to be trading every single day. I mean, right? That's what we'd like. ONCS offering today. Does that explain why it was so choppy yesterday? Probably. Yep, probably. $3 a share. Mm-hmm. So, I guess your good news on it is that the offering is basically at the current price. But I'm not a buyer down here. Hey Ryan, thank you. Well, I told you guys, some of you guys seem to be a little upset about my video, my biggest loss earlier this week. I'd like to remind you that what happened is exactly what I said would happen. You guys love watching those red day recaps. And so what I decided to do was stage a little bit of an intervention to get you guys thinking a little bit more about the red days. And then I had, 6 traders all talk about what it's like to have red days. So, I actually thought it was a pretty good video. And I think that there was a lot of value that you could have gotten out of it. Well, again, it was a joke. So, um, if that was hard for you, I'm sorry. It was certainly not uh, meant to ruin anyone's day. That price action on ONCS is sketchy. Usually, you don't see a strong move up on the news of a secondary offering. That's certainly not what we saw on HUDI. HUDI came down to, hey Ryan, thank you, appreciate it. Um, let's see, HUDI came down and then just kept going lower from the offering price. So this is unusual. KTRA has a crossed market right now. Bid and ask are the same price. That's unusual as well. Yeah, a secondary offering basically at that price. In the past, I've looked at that as being bullish, but in this particular case, I didn't think that it would really work. But hey, it did, so that's nice. Looks like Jess got a nice trade on that. Good work. All right, so we've got 10 minutes to the opening bell here. That was our biggest move so far of the day on ONCS. I'm not sure that it's going to continue. I'd be sort of surprised if it does. So sitting with no trades going into the open here. All right, so ONCS squeezed up there, pulled back, not really holding yet, but the high is 370. Bit of a topping tail on that 5-minute candle. Yep, this is the time to study up. Wait for things to pick up a little bit more. KTRA, 585, still a maybe. MHUA, Chinese IPO, recent IPO. Needs to break through the highs with volume. ATAT, gapping up again. So no trades going into the open, but we'll watch to see what holds at the open. ONCS, I don't think I'll take any trades on that one, but maybe we'll get something else that gives us an opportunity. All right, so that's the game plan for today. Those that tuned in on YouTube, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you hitting the thumbs up, and we'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning. Reminder, as always, trading is risky. My results aren't typical, so make sure you take it slow.